I asked many people if they're reading books. And it turned out that on an average they're reading 2 books at the same time. That made me wonder. I asked him something different. The last book you read completely, what did you learn out of that? And what did you implement in your life because of that? And it turned out that it was quite zero. And it came into my mind like maybe they read just for the sake of it and just for saying, hey, I have read this, that book. I came across a video clip a few days ago, and it was a TED Talk. And there was a guy, a gentleman, and he says he's reading every day 1 book. And that really made me wonder, because you read the book not just for the heck of it. You read the book because you want to get some learnings out of the book. And then you take these learnings and you implement whatever is useful for you in your life. And guess what? This takes time. University in London says 66 days. Maybe you heard somewhere it takes 21 days, you have to do this again and again every single day for 21 days. That is obsolete. It is 66 days. However, 66 days is not just 1 day. So how can you read and how can you implement everything in 1 day? And then you have another day, another book, another day, another book. But just sharing my thoughts. I came across 15, almost 20 years ago, I think in Germany, there was a book, and it's called How to Read a Book. What a fascinating title. I was sitting down and I read the entire book because I realized nobody ever taught me how to read a book. In school, they told me, read this book, read this, read that, but how to do that? Oh, you just start and you finish, end of story. But it's actually not. So these 2 authors of the book, How to Read a Book, Adler and Doren, they taught me really a lot with their book. And there's a step-by-step process or program, you can say. This is the book, by the way. They say, number 1, just check the title. Why it was so compelling for you? What did you interpret? What you assume is in the book for you? Then you read the booklet. This is sometimes here inside. Or you just read what is on the back of the book. And then you check out the index. You check out the chapter which is the most interesting for you. And then you read the chapter. And if you find another chapter, you read another chapter which might be very interesting for you. And then you can decide, maybe you got already a lot out of this, the book. Or you say, it is very interesting, I can read actually the entire book. And then you do so. You read the book just throughout. You're not stopping, you're not thinking and let it sink and stuff like that. You just read it. And then you read it again. And at this time you start also a dialogue with the author. Because in some points you disagree and sometimes you agree, and sometimes you just wonder what the author tries to say, because you wonder, you didn't get it, or the author was not really capable to get the message across whatsoever. It is a dialogue. And then you can also compare this book with another book which has the same subject or discussing the same subject, but this is on a higher level. Most important is take time out to really read the book, to implement things in your life. And every book has maybe 1 or 2 things for you at this time. What I also want to tell you, this is very fascinating to me, there are a couple of books, I think not so many on this earth, you can read again and again and again throughout your life. And every time you read again this book, this brings you something new to your life. Why so? Well, you know it. The book doesn't change, obviously, but you and your life has changed. All the time you take out the book and you read again, you have different topics at different timings in your life. You have more experiences. You wonder about different things. So I wish you a happy reading, and also follow me on the social medias. We have also our program Change Me, which I definitely recommend to you. Check this out. It's all over the social medias and of course on the website. I see you soon. Ciao.